let's play some Splatoon. But yeah, I enjoyed my trip. I'm glad to be back home. I really am. It's it's definitely been a time. It's been a time, and it's always nice to come back home and just lay in your own bed after long trips like those. We're gonna play a little bit of Splatoon 3 today. There's a reason for this, I promise. The new game is coming out. I might as well give you a date. Splatoon Raiders release date. Coming out on July 23rd, so that's about 2 weeks from now. So we will be playing the new Splatoon whenever it drops. But for now, we're just gonna kind of say our goodbyes to Splatoon 3 as a game, because this is a game that I really enjoy, and it's a game that I think deserves a send-off. It's definitely... What is going on? There's one more Splatfest, huh? That's cool. Let's see what it is. Hold on, I'm gonna angle my camera down a little bit. Not enough to where you can see my peener, but enough to where you can see me framed correctly. I have the worst camera setup ever. This thing is on a magnetic mount, and I have to, like, very slightly adjust it. I had so much junk on the 4th of July and absolutely fucked up my diet. Why did I do that? Because food is yummy. Food is yummy. Food is super yummy, and it's hard to not eat, like, a ton of it. But yeah, dude, I honestly didn't eat that much on the 4th of July. The most I ate over that whole trip was the half of the pizza that I made. That was the most I ate. Other than that, I had a Shio ramen. I should have gotten the tonkatsu. Somebody in chat, I think Rufus in chat, mentioned I should have gotten a tonkatsu, and they were correct. I should have, because everybody at the table got a tonkatsu. I got a Shio because I wanted to be different, and it was okay. It was okay. It was like the most okay ramen that I had ever had. Typically, when I think of a Shio, what's your fighting style? Speed, power, attack? Probably speed. I typically go for a salty Shio ramen. And this was like the most just lukewarm Shio ramen I've ever had. It was just very... Not really there in terms of the broth. The pork cutlets that I got in the ramen, though, delicious. Amazing, incredible. I also got some bao buns before we got the ramen, and those were delicious. But the ramen itself just it didn't hit. It did not hit. Let's look at Kid Twitter before we begin. There's some art here. There's some amazing digital shitheads. There's some political stuff. There's some more art. More art. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I definitely should have gotten tonkatsu. Chat, I'm currently dying right now. And I told you, I am not going to be seen with my little fucking... Never mind. Anyways, I'm gonna grab water real quick, because I forgot to bring some up here. And by water, I mean, like, probably ginger ale. I'll be right back, chat. 2 seconds! This is what I get. This is what I get for not taking any water up here. I'm a fucking idiot. I took all of the bottles of water out of my room, and because I had to take them on a trip, and then I just went, oh yeah, it should be fine if I just don't restock. Never believe the lies that you tell yourself, chat. Unless they're good lies. If they're lies that are like, I'm the strongest motherfucker in the world, bitch. You know, maybe believe those sometimes. Don't believe that. That's probably really bad for you. Speed, Splatoon Raiders, Kirby, lots of pixel art, Team Tactics, Sonic Speed. That's the worst Sonic ever. Meikou says Team Power. Press Y if you love axolotls. There's lots of jelly children down this alleyway. Team Speed. More art. Let's go Team Speed. It's always nice to 18 days until Raiders. Wow. We're very close. It's been here since Splatoon 1. We got a fucking veteran here. It's kind of sad to see that this game will finally be you know, not really supported after Raiders comes out. You think my 9-year-old Switch can run Raiders? Is Raiders gonna be a Switch 1 game? Does anybody in chat know? Because I don't know off of the top of my head if it's gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. It probably matters to a lot of people, because a lot of people don't have a Switch 2 yet. Oh my god! But Big Man and Bowser on Team Tactics. Why would Bowser be on Team Tactics? You think he would be on, like, Power? Team Speed. Oh boy. No, it's not gonna be on Switch 1? Okay. Are they actually gonna kill this game after Raiders? I'm pretty sure they probably will. I haven't seen a Splatoon game, like, keep the support for it after another one comes out, so I don't know. I wouldn't think so. Hello, chat. Hi. Damn, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it is what it is. Lots of good art. I do hope that Splatoon Raiders has some sort of area like this where you can see everybody's posts. Some sort of area where you can maybe play online with people. I really do hope for that. I'm gonna pick Speed. What is this other one? Tactics? Power? Speed? I'm gonna pick Speed. Just because when I play, like, fighting games, I typically pick, like, the fast characters. The fast-moving characters. So give me Speed. Not like the drug. I wish we had a Split SDK so we could do Nintendo's job for them. Chat, I wish that Splatoon was the only Nintendo game that they just put on PC. On PC. Put it on PC. Shiver picker every time? Yeah, Shiver has the best opinions. I just wish they put this on PC. Because genuinely, I just want to, like, mouse flick. The motion controls are great, and I got used to them after a while. But I want to be able to use a mouse with this game. And that's probably what they're going to do with Raiders. You're probably going to be able to use the mouse. Which is great. I can't wait for that. But also, I just think this game would lend very well to being on PC and having crossplay with PC players. I promise you that if Steam had the option to buy a Nintendo game off of Steam, like, if PC players had that option, most of them would just do it for, like, the vanity of it. To be like, oh yeah, I have a Nintendo game on Steam. Isn't that fucking cool? Like, a lot of people would absolutely just do that. Like, oh, the Splatoon 3 is like $60 in the summer. Or $60. It's like $40 in the summer sale? Sure. Guaranteed. And then you'd be introducing a ton of sweaty tryhards into Splatoon, as if it doesn't already have plenty. We're going to do a little bit of competitive tonight. I'm going to be dead honest, chat. I don't think we're going to be playing Rhythm Heaven Groove, because if this takes up as much time as I think it will, then I'm not going to have any time to play Rhythm Heaven, because I'm going to have to go to bed. But let me be frank with you really quick. Points to name tag that says Frank. Let me be frank with you real quick. I've been working a lot on the behind-the-scenes stuff recently. That's why we got a video recently, because I don't ever usually put videos out on the channel, which I want to change that. I would like to be putting out at least like one video a week going forward, just because it takes me like a very short amount of time to be able to make videos from my own streams. It does not take long at all for me. So I would like to get into the... Wow, we're facing a whole team of Japanese players. They're going to destroy us. This is something that I would like to do every week. Ideally, like twice a week. But that's living big. That's living big. It takes a while to make one video, especially if it's like super highly edited. So we'll see if I'm able to do that. But for now, the goal is at least one a week. Because I would like to give people, namely the shorts viewers, who make up like fucking 80% of my audience, I'd like to give them an option for watching without having to sit down and watch a whole stream. Just because I understand how busy people get, and it's definitely, like, I don't even watch full streams. You know, that's not something that I typically do either. So that's something that we're looking towards in the future. It's definitely something that's been on my mind for a while. Wow, that guy just ate my shot. I don't know how he's alive. I genuinely don't know how that guy's alive. What the fuck? You have no health! I'm actually gonna get myself out of the way of the little meter here. But yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. You know, there's plenty of games that we have not played, and plenty of games that are on the horizon that are coming out this year, so it's, you know, there's a lot to do when I cannot do this full-time. So I'm just trying to focus on getting as much done as possible. While also focusing on letting people who don't want to sit around for full streams have an option to watch. So that's what's been on my mind recently. I changed a bunch of stuff on the channel. If you go look at the channel, you'll probably see the changes. There are new things that have been added. New versions of, like, titles. Things are being done slightly differently. I'm gonna see if I can fucking sneak out some kills here. Okay, just one. I'll take one. Eye for an eye. Yeah, no, there's been some pretty obvious changes, but there's also just, like, a lot of little housekeeping things that have been done. I still cannot tell you who I'm currently doing work for. That's still a hidden thing. It shouldn't be for too much longer. But I will tell you that I am in the process of getting a new form of video greenlit so that I can present it to said big person that I am working with. And as soon as it's finished, I will be sharing that with you, chat. You'll get to watch my work on a completely different person's channel. But aside from that, I want to talk about how editing for this person has kind of forced me to get better at a program that I own. And it's kind of forced me to just, like, feel more comfortable with DaVinci Resolve as a program. And it's very nice. It's a very good thing that this has happened. Oh, whoa! It's putting me back in the damn Thunderdome. That's another reason why you saw a new video out of me recently, is just because I'm getting a lot more comfortable with DaVinci Resolve, which is fucking fantastic news, because I just need to sit down and learn it. I'm not as good with it as I was with Premiere Pro, and I would like to change that. But yes, that's what's been going on. I feel as if I've been doing a lot better. I'm still a little, like, feeling shitty from being sick, but even then, I think it's given me a lot of time to just kind of hang out and figure out how I want to continue working on stuff. Which is a good thing, because I don't usually give myself a lot of time to think. I just go with the flow, and then I'm like, do I really need a plan for anything? No, you do. And I've been working on a genuine strategy. Would you believe it or not? I've been working on an actual, tangible strategy for making things on the internet. Wow, isn't that crazy? So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past little while. We also just got destroyed. We just got nutted in and on. So yeah, it is over. We might be in overtime, but there's no way we come back from this. I was too busy yapping. Their team is just that much better than us. That's how it goes, man. I want Splatoon on PC so I can make mods for it. Yes, that would be great. Splatoon on PC would go so fucking hard. It would be great. I really, really do think they should, like, just consider making some PC games. But then you run into the issue of the same problem that Sony is now having, where people are like, oh, well, if you're going to put your games on PC, then we're just not going to buy PlayStations. We're just going to buy them on Steam. And then after doing that, Sony was like, fuck, guys, fuck, what do we do? Oh, everybody's buying their shit on PC now. What do we do? We're not selling enough consoles. Oh, my God. Stop making discs. That's the answer. Oh, let's just stop making discs. That's surely the answer. And everybody will remember this. That's the worst part for Sony. Everybody will remember this. Oh, what is this? This is a terrible little weapon. You telling me this doesn't even shoot out the little explodey bits? I guess it shoots pretty quick for a bow. Your draw time is pretty fast. But yeah, this guy's name is MIDI File. God, I get the hiccups. Now I have the hiccups because I'm drinking this damn Canada Dry ginger ale. Whoa, dude, I got the wave. Look at this. Boom. Look at how much ink is coming out of this thing. Bam. Holy shit, this thing's gonna be incredible. Incredible. That was good. Alright, well, I'm just gonna ink as much space as possible real quick. Then I'm gonna back up. And then I'm gonna hit him with one of these. Boom! Boom! Oh, that didn't kill him? Interesting. We'll come around here. And then we're gonna hit this guy in his ass. Yeah. Yeah, you see? And then we're gonna come over here and get some egg. Put the egg in the basket. Put the egg in the basket, kid. And then we're gonna hit you. And then we're gonna hit you. Stop shooting me with missiles! Oh, I gotta take care of this. This is an issue. Yep, there's one. There's two. And then we run back. Yeah, stuff like this I'm gonna miss, but like at the same time, Raiders is... It's kind of meant to be a whole game that's like this. So I'm really excited for Raiders just because it's gonna be like this, but a whole game. And I have always talked about wanting a longer form, version of... Oh my fucking god, of, what is this called? Salmon Run. So I'm kind of getting what I want. I always wanted Salmon Run to be a little more like Nazi Zombies from Call of Duty, where you have one big map that you're on, and then you traverse this map and like buy upgrades and do things like that, you know? I wanted that for a long time. And now, instead, we lost someone. Someone disconnected. We're fucked. We're so fucked. Instead, they've decided to make a whole story-based game on it, which is really, really cool. Okay, eggs. Focus on eggs. Eggs? Focus on eggs. Is nobody else here with me? What is going on? Hello, is nobody else here? Hey, man. It took you long enough. Put that down. We need these. All right, let him get closer. What the fuck? We have one person left already? Where is he? Is dead? What just happened? What just happened? We just had the worst team wipe of history. I was getting eggs in baskets, man, and you guys were just jerking off in the corner. What just happened? What? I didn't expect the big guy to come around and, like, slurp me up. Man, oh, man. Oh, jeez, Jimmy, oh. Oh, fuck. Okay, we'll do another one. Yeah, I was about to say, I'll do another one, but as long as it's not with those same people. I was gonna cancel it if it queued me up with them again. Yeah, this thing packs a punch with each bullet. That's not bad damage output at all. But yeah. That's everything that's been going on with the channel. That's everything that's, I mean, I guess I'm gonna talk more about Splatoon Raiders. It looks great. I'm excited not only at the prospect of us just getting a new game, but also because it's a new co-op single-player game, which we never get anymore. We barely ever see co-op campaigns in gaming anymore. Some of the best ones, like Resident Evil 5, like, there's some... Wow! There's some... I gotta fucking watch out for these steel eels. Resident Evil 5 is a great example of, like, a great co-op campaign. And supposedly that whole game is co-op campaign, aside from, like, the tutorials, I think. So I'm excited for that. That's big news in my book. I love a co-op campaign. I played through Resident Evil 5 with somebody that's actually on my channel. I have a video of me playing through most of, if not all of, Resident Evil 5 with one of my friends. And then Dark Souls 2, I also have a video on my channel of. Both of those videos predate the Meikou channel by, like, years. They predate Meikou as a concept by, like, fucking 7, maybe 8 years each. So those are really cool videos that I'm glad I got to make, and I just had the foresight to, like, keep, you know? Oh my god, you fucking suck. Oh, let me up there. I got one more egg for the thing. No! I got killed by Spamton. I got killed by a big shot. Oh. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big shot. That feeling when we start measuring time with before Meikou, yeah. Before Meikou would have been around 3 years ago. And then I had to, you know... you can measure your time with before second channel, because I had to make a second channel for Meikou since the first one got omega fucked by YouTube. Don't make 9/11 jokes, kids. That's very, very bad on YouTube, apparently. But... Hold on, I want to kill this guy. I focused so hard on that one guy for some reason. No, I saved a bunch of videos from that era, and I'm really glad to just have them and be able to put them up. I have a couple more that have never been shown to anyone, and they will likely get uploaded at some point down the road. Honestly, I could go through and upload them all tomorrow. But I don't know if I'm going to do that, because I kind of like having a little something on the back burner that I could just be like, hey, you know, if you enjoy my stuff and you want to see some pre-Meikou content, there's some right here. I don't have a ton of videos that I've saved from super long ago. I wish I did, because there are many videos I made that were like high quality edits of different things and like shit posts that just didn't make it. They didn't make it to the modern day, and they got deleted at some point, and I don't have backups of them. So there are definitely videos I made that just either don't exist, or somebody has it on a hard drive somewhere that I don't know of. Like somebody who would have just been like, I like this video, and saved it. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that out there. Fun trivia for anyone in chat. Ixel might have the answer to this question, just because he's known me forever. But what is the first video game that I ever streamed? What is it? If you get that question right, you get 50 Meikou bucks. What are Meikou bucks? I don't really know, but you can redeem them at your local game Radio Shack. I don't really know, but yes. What was the first game I played? Put that in the YouTube comments, and I'll let you know if you're right. And if somebody answers it correctly here, I'll just say it. But for now, I'm not going to say a damn thing. Good luck. First game. I'll give you a hint. I will give you a hint. The game was on the Wii U. I had a shitty Elgato capture card that I had, and it was like an external capture card. Oh my fucking god, save me. Holy shit, I wanted to make sure we didn't die. Okay. I had a shitty Elgato capture card. Before this, I had an Easy Cap. Anybody remember what the Easy Cap was? The Easy Cap, it was like this little HDMI stick that you stuck a USB port, or USB into a USB port, and then it had an HDMI in the back of it, and you just jacked your HDMI into the Easy Cap, and then you would record directly through to OBS. That's what I had back in the day. And then I got an Elgato shortly after, because I found one on eBay for like 30, 40 bucks. But yes, the first game that I ever played on stream, on my old account, this is pre-Meikou again. This was on... I don't even know if this is the right account, so I'm not going to say it. But it was on an old account. It was on the Wii U. I played a couple Wii U games on stream. This was after Justin TV changed to Twitch TV. I will let you know that as well. So, it's on Twitch. Wii U game. Wii U era. So the Wii U era, like, that was when I played it. It was when the Wii U was still pretty much brand new. Did you ever make any frag movies or epic gamer montages? I think I think I made TF2. I think I made a TF2 frag movie. I think I did, and it was a bunch of sniper kills. But I cannot remember for certain, so I don't want to say yes or no to that specifically. But I did make a bunch of TF2 videos that were just, whenever you would record, I think it was called Shadow Play, NVIDIA Shadow Play. I would utilize NVIDIA's like Shadow Play to great effect, because I would, whenever something cool or funny happened, I would make a clip with Shadow Play, and then I would go to my clip folder and I would edit them together, or I would just edit something out of those clips. So back when Shadow Play was a thing, I used to use that constantly. I don't do it anymore. I don't enable like Relive or Shadow Play or anything like that anymore, just because it's kind of a big performance hit on your graphics card, and I didn't really think about that whenever I was younger. But I don't do it now just for that reason, because if I'm streaming, there's really no reason to have the extra encoding power taken up by a fucking clipping software. So I don't do it. But I do remember making TF2 videos, and there is likely a TF2 video that exists and is on my hard drive, my external hard drive, that I could upload to YouTube and let people watch again. However, I don't talk in these clips, and if I do, they're very rare. I don't think I talk in many of my PC clips, but they do exist, and I did make them. So if that's something people would want to see, I could definitely upload them. There's probably people out there that are just going to say yes regardless. That's fine. I will likely upload all of this stuff at some point. I don't foresee it happening like soon. Like everything, all at once. Just because that's a lot of stuff to upload. And also, it's not really me anymore. It's not the type of content I make anymore. The type of stuff I try to make now is just like a lot of highlight stuff, a lot of like streams, and that's not really what I was going for back then. What I used to do was just a bunch of different miscellaneous clips. Whenever I played a game offline, I never streamed my stuff too frequently. I would be like, oh, that was funny, let me clip that, and then let me put that on the internet. I don't really do that too often anymore. Unless it's like on the stream, and it happens on stream and I'm being recorded live. Then I will put it on the internet and be like, that was funny. Which, that reminds me, if I want a game that has like a bunch of clippable moments and is very funny to play again, I should probably pick Oblivion back up. Even like the remake. Because the Oblivion remake was just very, very goofy still. That remake stayed true to itself, man. That thing was basically just the same game, but it looked nicer. And I couldn't ask for anything better, honestly. They did a fantastic job on their remake. I'm gonna be the contrarian and say no. That way I can keep my expectations of your TF2 games to just be walking out of spawn and getting insta-gibbed by 3 demos sticking your gate. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much, yeah, that's the experience. Steam has a Shadow Play like thing as well, but I don't know if that one is less intensive on your GPU than the NVIDIA one. I would like to imagine that the Steam one is less intensive, but I don't know. Regardless, it's not really something I'm interested in doing anymore. There are definitely times where I've been playing a game and I'm like, man, I wish I could have clipped that. Right? It happens. It's just the way things go. But Yeah, it's just not really the way I do things anymore. The most I play games is whenever I'm on stream. You know, I don't typically play games off stream unless I am really fucking bored. Because if I don't play games on stream, I feel like I'm wasting my time with them. Even though it's never a waste of time. Wake up. Somebody wake up! Oh my fucking god, I ruined it, I should have used my ultimate. I should have used my ultimate. But it's not really something I'm interested in doing anymore. It's just, I don't want the GPU hit because I am using that encoding for other things like this, what you're seeing right now. So I just feel like it would be pointless to have on in the background. If Steam had it, but it only recorded when you were playing a game on Steam, and it could do like only just like 30 seconds, that would be perfect. Because then that would be like barely any hit to my GPU. It would only be on whenever I'm doing stuff on Steam, which would be ideal. You know, because then I wouldn't have to, like right now when I'm playing on stuff on the Switch, it wouldn't even matter. Steam's not even open. Yeah, I think that would be much better. Let me go to the lobby. We're going to play another competitive match. I was looking for the word in my brain. But yeah, that's all stuff I can release later on. Honestly, my TF2 matches nowadays are very hit and miss. They're very, very hit and miss. Sometimes I am the most epic fucking gamer you've ever seen with like the sniper. I'm getting headshots left and right. And then there's other days where I'm just eating absolute shit. Like today I played and I was like eating shit. I was doing terrible. But I guess that's just kind of the nature of Team Fortress 2, you know? It's the game is it's kind of a funny game. It's funny. It's one of the funniest games I've played. Earlier today, I was playing a match on a server where you test maps for other people, and somebody had made this map, which, by the way, I want to mention this map. I don't know the name of the map, but I was playing this map, and it felt, to me, it felt like a classic TF2 map. Like, it felt like if this map was made, you know, 15 years ago, wow, nice. If this map was made 15 years ago, people would have loved it. It would have been like an upward, like a fucking 2-fort type map. It was that good. But it had a saw blade in the middle, where people could, you know, they could die to the environment by dying on a saw blade. And I think saw blade deaths are the funniest fucking thing in Team Fortress 2. It is so funny. I saw someone earlier, it was a demo man standing on point. I've got my sniper rifle aimed at him. Was it Koth? It was Koth. You were there, chat member. You were the only chat member I know that... I have to explain this now, because typically I don't ever talk to chat members outside of stream. But this chat member in particular saw me in a random Team Fortress 2 server and said, "Yo, is that Meikou?" They were like, "Yo, I watch your streams." And I was like, there's no way that's possible. And then, lo and behold, they did. So I was like, okay, fucking add me to friends and we'll just play on this, like, random TF2 server. So I barely ever talked to this person outside of inside Team Fortress 2 servers. But I think that's a fun dynamic. And, it's interesting. Whenever they're online, sometimes I'll just be like, "Yo, add me to your party," and we'll go play on that server. So I end up going to that server where we test maps pretty frequently. But regardless, I was on that server earlier, playing that map, and some demo man on point just got fucking absolutely smashed by the saw blade, and it was so funny to me. It was so funny. It was very random for sure. Yeah, I know, it was very random. I was very confused because it was in a pub. It was just in a random public server on Team Fortress 2. And someone's like, yo, I watch your shit. I was like, what the hell? That's crazy. And I just thought it was way too crazy to not add this person to friends and just be like, all right, let's. Whenever I'm playing Team Fortress 2, we'll lobby up. Yeah, it's super fun. I just smashed that guy into oblivion. Okay, I'm gonna try to clear a path. There's gonna be 2 people dropping on me. Yep. Ah, fuck. Mine are miss and miss because I've been away too long, and the fact that Pyro has a jetpack freaks me out. Dude, Pyro having a jetpack is insane. Pyro having the jetpack and the gas passer is very weird to me still to this day. I'm like, these weapons shouldn't be in Team Fortress. Chat member says the map is Koth_Splinter by Eidolon, by the way. Koth_Splinter. That map was great. I'm going to piss up into my own face if I get killed again like that. I almost never play pubs as well. Yeah, I stick to pubs for a lot of my time, but like, it just depends on the vibe. If I'm like getting nostalgic and I'm like, I want to play some custom maps, sometimes I'll just go into the server browser and be like, where do I play 100 times modified higher tower or like CP orange, you know? But then there's other times where I'm like, I just kind of want to play a match on Upward, or I just want to play a match on like 2 Fort, you know, do the classics. But then, you know, there's also the other times where you want to check out new maps that people make. Because Team Fortress 2 is just one of those games that I don't think will ever die. It has a community that is so vehemently in love with it that it's just gonna keep getting new shit. People are just gonna keep making stuff for Team Fortress 2, and I think that's awesome. That is a game that definitely deserves it. Let's see what I get today. Processed keyboard. We have a chat member who processes keyboards, so this would be a great title for them. Let's see here. What do we get here? Last year's schemer. That's crazy. What a crazy title. I don't know if I like that. And let's pay for one. We got a yummy treat. A delicious, yummy treat. A succulent Chinese meal, if you will. Well, chat, I would like to say my farewells to Splatoon 3. This is a genuinely, it's an all-timer, man. It's a game that I thoroughly enjoyed, and I think it's gonna be a little sad to see, you know, no more content updates for this game. We're getting very close to the point where this game is just going to be frozen in time forever until the servers go down. So, I think Splatoon 1... Can you even play Splatoon 1 in 2026? Because that game is like 10 years old at this point, and it's on the Wii U only. Splatoon 2's servers might still be up. Splatoon 3... Their servers are probably going to persist for a good long while, but the game itself will likely... That's a cool-ass post. Will likely no longer be getting updates. So we're very close to seeing the end. And it's a little sad, because this game was just really good. And I hope that when Splatoon 4 drops, it's just as good as this, if not better. You know, that's what we can always hope for. I will be there for when Splatoon 4 drops. I will absolutely be there. But for now, on the way out, you know, we'll hopefully get to see Splatoon Raiders turn into a really, really fun game with a nice community. But we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. Pride Month over, but I'm still gay? Make it make sense! I like that post. That's good. That's good. We'll go back and like this one. Sometimes I forget you can like posts in this game. You should make a map for us to test someday, Meikou. Oh, God. I'm not too well versed in the hammer editor for Team Fortress. So that's kind of an ask, but you know, maybe one day, maybe I'll do it for stream one day. Source Filmmaker is something else I've been thinking about streaming at some point, just for a fun little one-off stream. Just be like, oh, let's make a funny little thing in Source Filmmaker. So maybe I make a shitty map at some point. That'd probably have to be a multi-day thing, though. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll happen one day. But yeah, farewell, Splatoon 3. This is probably the last stream that we're gonna have of this game. Unless Splatoon Raiders does not have online PvP. Then I might come back to this. But if Splatoon Raiders has PvP, if Splatoon Raiders has everything that a normal Splatoon game would, it's likely that I'm not coming back to this one. So, yeah, farewell, Splatoon 3. It's been very nice. This is a fantastic game, and it's been a great run. It really has. It's really, really fun. But with that, I think it's time. I think it is time for me to go to bed here in just a moment. I have got to get up early. I've actually got work tomorrow, so I need to make sure I go to bed on time. Which technically this is after, after time. I should have gone to bed like an hour ago, but I wanted a stream to put out there. I wanted to play a little bit of video games. And, yeah. Expect... I guess if there's one thing to come away with on this stream, expect more actual videos from me. Those should be coming out more frequently. They're not going to be super, super highly edited. Nope. But I may do one highly edited one once in a while as a little treat. And also just to test my skills a little bit. But yeah, aside from that, I think I'm done for tonight. I appreciate everybody who came by. Thank you so much, YouTube chat. Thank you, Twitch chat, for coming by. We are going to go ahead and raid. But who? Who are we going to raid? We're going to raid somebody playing Mecha Chameleon, because that's a very popular game on Twitch right now. So let's raid somebody who's playing Mecha Chameleon. We'll do this person here. But thank you so much, chat, for coming by. Check in on your loved ones. Check in on yourself. And make sure to brush your ass. With that, I'm going to go ahead and go for the night. If you enjoyed the stream, you already know what to do. Have a great rest of your night.